In this video, I'm going to show 4 easy exercises to stretch the whole body. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. So if you're like me, every so often your body probably feels like it's just locked up. Every movement that you do is tight and achy, maybe even painful, and all you need is one simple stretch to loosen everything up. Well, in this video, we're going to go over 4 easy exercises that are going to stretch the whole body. And with these exercises, each one works just a little bit differently. They're going to target different muscles. To get the best results, make sure to go through them all and use what gives you the most relief. With that being said, let's get started. This exercise is called the squatting puppy. It's really good to help lengthen tight muscles, but also to help strengthen the legs. The only thing is, I wouldn't do this one in public or at work. So let's break down the stance that we're going to use. What I like to do is have my feet a little bit wider than my hips. I place all of my body weight onto my heels during this exercise for support, and I like to angle my toes out about 5 to 10 degrees. Pretty much will help take tension off the knees. From there, we're going to slightly brace our core muscles. It's kind of like when somebody pokes you in your stomach, how you tense up. Mimic that. It'll help protect the back during the exercise. I also like to lightly squeeze my glutes to activate those muscles. So after we've done all of that, let's go next to a smooth wall. What I'm going to do is pretty much get into my stance with my toes pretty close to the wall. What I would do is just lightly squat down like this and see how close your knees get towards the wall. You want to get to a point where you're in a very good squatting stance and your knees are only about an inch away from the wall. So adjust it as needed. So this is about right here for me. From there, I'm going to take my hands and place them right up on the wall like this. From here, I'm going to squat down, allowing my hands to pretty much just slide down the wall too. Go down as far as you can to really feel that good activation of the leg muscles. From there, you're just going to hold this and now take your fingers and crawl upward like this to get a really good stretch forming pretty much throughout the whole back. Hold this one for about 5 seconds, relax, and then repeat this about 10 times. With each repetition, try to build into it a little bit more and challenge yourself by going down a little bit further. If you would like to take this one to the next level, as you do this, tilt your body towards one side. You're going to notice it opens up the other side a little bit more. So give that a try towards the right and then also towards the left. If any of those positions offer more relief, at that point, throw more repetitions in. Here's a really good full body stretch that is also a really good postural exercise. If you've noticed that you're starting to get a rounded back or shoulder appearance, give this exercise a try. What we're going to do is start in a lunge position right next to a smooth wall. The side that is closest to the wall, what we want to do is press that hip and that side shoulder flush up against that wall. It's kind of like a suction cup, and it'll keep our body nice and straight during this exercise. The arm and hand on that side too, we're going to straighten it right out in front of us, put the back side of our hand flush against that wall. From here, what I'm going to do is now slowly lunge my body weight forward as much as I can. The more that you go forward, the more that you're going to feel a really deep stretch form over the front of this back side's thigh. This will target the hip flexors, which are a big instigator of both leg, back, and hip pain. So what we're going to do is build into that as much as we can. Hold this position and now take it to the next level by placing the other side's arm and hand out in front of us like this, overlapping our hands so they're kind of like in a clapping position, and now slowly rotating our trunk like this towards the other side. So the goal is to take the back side of this hand right here and just rotate it to the point where you're trying to touch the wall. If you have a lot of tightness, especially in your chest, you'll probably only be able to go a little bit, but do the best you can. It should almost feel like your shoulder blades in your upper back are starting to pinch. Hold this one comfortably for about 20 seconds. Relax. On the next repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. So if you would like to get more pinpoint with this stretch, this is what you can do. Instead of keeping your arms straight out in front of you like this, raise it up like this so it's slightly above head level, and then swing it up like this. You're going to notice that if you put your hand in different positions, going high or low, you're going to be able to target the back muscles just a little bit differently. So I would experiment with as many different positions as possible until you find one that's just really tight and achy. And at that point, I would keep throwing repetitions in until everything is nice and loose, or you're not getting any more improvement. Just remember, whatever you do on one side, switch to the other side and repeat to help keep everything in balance. One of the best exercises for tight, achy hips is by doing what is called the 90-90, but I'm going to show you how to turn this one into a full body stretch. Let's start on a floor with one leg straight out in front of us, knee bent at 90 degrees. Our other leg is going to go straight off towards our side, knee also bent at 90 degrees. In this position, you should already start to feel a really good stretch across your hips, into the pelvis, into the lower back. But let's take this one to the next level by focusing on our whole body. So we're going to hold this position, take our hand on this back hip side, and place our hand right over our hip. From here, what I'd like to do is just rotate through my lower back and through my waist towards this back side. As you do this, you're going to feel a really good stretch form that works upward towards the upper back. So I usually feel it in the lower back first, and the more that I build into this, it goes right up into the shoulder blades all the way towards the top of the shoulder. Once you feel that pretty much through your whole back, you want to hold this comfortably for about 5 seconds, relax, and then repeat in the other direction to hit the muscles just a little bit differently. I would try to do this about 5 to 10 times in both directions. But if it feels good and it's really helping out and there's a little bit more tightness left, you can throw in as many repetitions as you like. But let's really take this one to the next level and open up our back. So this time around, what I'm going to do is take this back hip and just press it down towards the floor as much as I can using my leg and hip strength. The more that you press down, the more that you should feel the muscles around that hip start to activate. Hold that comfortably during this exercise. The next movement, we're going to have our chest straight out in front of us like this. We're going to lower it like this and then rotate it towards the other side. To make it easier, I take my hand right here and just kind of act like I'm doing a scooping motion towards the other side. So again, we're going to lower our chest, rotate, reach towards the other side. You should feel a deep stretch form pretty much across the side of your ribs, going down into the lower back towards the top of the hip. To intensify this stretch, just rotate your chest further down towards the floor. Hold this one comfortably for about 20 to 30 seconds, and during that time, just do nice, slow, controlled breathing. Come back up like this, take a breather, repeat this 3 to 5 times. And just remember, when you're done on one side, just switch to the other side and repeat to help keep everything in balance. So this full body stretch is called the frog rocker, but I'm going to show you how to modify it to take it to the next level. What you want to do is start on all fours on the floor just like this. What I'm going to do first is place all of my lower body weight onto my toes and then my upper body weight onto my hands, and then slowly lift my knees up so they're hovering about an inch off the floor. From here, what I'm going to do is swing my knees outward as much as I can until I feel a really good stretch form on the inner part of the thigh that works towards the groin into the hips. Once I feel that, I'm going to slowly lower my knees downward like this. And at this point, I'm going to put my feet together. Let's take our hands and crawl forward like this, keeping them roughly about shoulder width apart. The more that you go out, the more that you should start to feel a really good stretch form throughout your whole back. Once you feel that, take your fingers, grip right into the floor, and treat them like an anchor point, so don't let them slip. And then just tuck your chin towards your chest. Rock your whole body backward just like this. The more that you take your butt towards your heels, the more that you're going to feel a great stretch pretty much from the upper back all the way down into the legs. I really feel it into the hips also. I like to hold this one comfortably for about 20 to 30 seconds. And during that time period, I just do nice, slow, controlled breathing. From there, I just relax, take a breather. On the next repetition, challenge yourself to build into it just a little bit more and repeat this 3 to 5 times. So this is how we're going to take it to the next level. Instead of keeping our bodies straight, what you want to do is take one hand off like this and then reach towards the other side. So I'm taking my left hand and reaching towards my right. You're going to notice that it opens up the other side a lot more. I feel a deep stretch pretty much from my armpit going all the way down into my hip. Again, hold this one for 20 to 30 seconds, relax, and then repeat this on the other side. If any of those positions offer more relief, at that point, throw more repetitions in. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.